I can't believe it either. If you were to tell me that I'd be writing this. Hello and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Blue Jays. I am your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Playlog. And today, we're going to be talking about our top 5 Blue Jays players from 2020. The top 5 guys that we were thinking of. These guys are leading the team. This is the guy who I want up to bat in a clutch situation, or this is the guy I want on the mound. Before we get into that, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and ring the notification bell. Okay, so we had what I thought to be a very good year for our expectations.
Yeah,
we had a lot of... we had a lot of, I want to say, breakouts here. A lot of guys that I didn't expect to do well really did.
Yeah, and it's great because, coming into the season, you have all the, the main rookies, that are under the spotlight. And, I would love for them all to hit. However, some of them, on my list at least, some of them, those main 3 core stars won't be on the list. However, there are guys that, like you said, just broke out. I'm like, oh, you are a pleasant surprise, and you've just added to this beautiful outlining core.
Well, you want to become a championship team, you need to have guys emerge, and we did have definitely a couple guys emerge here. So let's not delay this any further. Let's just break right into it. I think that we should start off at the bottom and work our way up. So let's get our handy-dandy whiteboards.
We got some whiteboards, and you guys can kind of play along too. Who do you think is going to be our number 5 coming into this? So
and I cheated a little.
You cheated a little?
Cheated a little. You'll see.
What do you mean by cheating?
Well, you'll see, because I cheated a bit.
All right, I'm interested to see. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So I got you. So this is our number 5. I'm right, number 5. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Just in case anyone forgot.
Yeah. No, that makes it look more. Oh, my 5 looks like a.
Mine is just squish. That's all right.
No, that doesn't look like a 5 at all. All right. So this is for number 5.
3, 2, 1, go.
Who you got?
You split.
I split. That's what I meant by I cheated a little bit. I cheated a bit.
But I'm glad that we both put Dolis on there because he deserves that. Yeah,
he definitely does, man. I was looking at some of the stuff that he did last year, and he was consistent. I was working today, and I was talking to one of my coworkers, and I said, who would you put as your top 5? And he tossed out Romano and he tossed out Bass, and I thought both of those guys were great. Yeah. But you got to keep in mind health too and durability. Yeah. And Dolis was elite all year.
Yeah, because and that's the thing. I did want to put Bo on the top 5 list. However, it was just the fact that he only played half of a 60-game season.
That's literally
the only reason.
And that's why I put him at tied for number 5 because, moving forward, I'd say 100% he is a top 5 player for us. And, looking at the numbers that he did have there, I'm not even going to list them off. They are clearly elite, and I think we can both agree if he was healthy the whole year, he would have been.
And same with Romano. He had great ERA as well. Where Bass, he did well too, but not as good as Dolis.
No, Dolis was elite.
1.5 ERA, literally. Yeah,
1.5 ERA, and for a closing guy, and I'll be honest, guys, I didn't even know who Dolis was, before this year. I had no idea who this guy was, and he came out and he just started rocking it. And when I really started taking note was when he was rising up the ranks in fantasy. And I was like, really? Dolis is killing it right
he's
now.
Absolutely killing it. He's the guy near the end that I want to see in the 9th inning. He's the guy.
And moving forward, I think he is a great option for us at closer. Yeah. And I do think he should be our closer. I think he should be our 9th inning, our safe guy.
Coming into the season. You heard it first. We think he'll be the guy.
Bo and Dolis for me.
All right, number 4,
Let's do number 4, just reminding myself of who that was. Okie doke.
It'll be interesting to see who we put the players because there might be some crossovers here. All right, here we go. Coming in the number 4 spot is Yes, we
you
got
him?
Biggio.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
It's Kevin
Yes.
freaking Biggio, man.
Yes.
He was really, 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 really solid.
Yeah,
Really
and like,
solid.
and here's the thing: you look at you look at the average, and it's like it's an average.
Well,
average.
it's average.
It's an
It
average.
is literally
average.
the MLB average, and that is 250.
Yeah, literally, and like. But the thing is, we all can talk about the walks all day long, literally being in the top 8% of walk rate, having that 375 on base percentage, unreal. But this was a number that I was like kind of using as well to kind of determine which players I'd want in this top 5.
Talking about WAR.
Talking about WAR. And he had the best WAR out of all the position players at 1.7. You know, so that's good for the Toronto Blue Jays. He was number 1 in just for position players.
Yeah. So, and like something that we're not even talking about was Biggio was very strong for us defensively too.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like he was moving around the diamond. He was doing different positions. He was never complaining or never, you know, putting up a fuss about that like some other guys do.
Yeah.
He was doing what he had to do, and you know, I felt very confident with him dealing with plays, and like he always looked like he would make, you know, a minor error here and there, but he didn't look like he had that error side of that youth that maybe Vladdy or Bobichette carry around still. You know, he seems a little bit more complete.
He looks like a professional. Like he looks like a literal, like he belongs there. Like there's no question. He's a professional.
And again, another thing that we're not even taking into account is that this guy, I always see Biggio, and they always like to cut to him too. Camera guys like to cut to him when like he's not even at the plate or anything like that. But he'll go up, he'll have his at bat, and then he'll go back and he'll be like consistently talking with everyone, game planning, like how we're gonna deal with this guy, like and like he just seems like a guy who really wants to win, and
it shows.
and it shows.
He literally
man.
won the most.
definitely shows. So.
If it weren't for the average and some of the RBI like home run numbers, I would have put him a little bit higher.
Yeah, completely agree. If the average was like 270, then he would rocket up my board, I think.
Absolutely.
So hopefully that happens coming into 2021, you know?
Absolutely. Let's
do
number
3. Okay.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Wow,
guys, we didn't talk about this before.
We made the point. We made the point of not saying like holding it a secret, but you know, I'm.
We all knew who the guys were kind of roughly up there.
Yeah. I mean, and I think based on what we have done so far, I think I already know who the next 2 of yours are going to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know, I'm curious to know why you put Gurriel number 3.
Here's a great reason why. Well, number 1, he led the team in average. All right, on the defensive side, he's up for a Golden Glove. He's nominated for a Golden Glove.
That is very true. Actually,
he had a great year, and in terms of WAR, he was 3rd on the team in WAR at 1. And this guy, he, you know, you could talk about his metrics being like top hard hit percentage, but this was a stat I thought was funny too. He hit the breaking balls really well, 356 average against the breaking balls.
Okay, but, so watch that breaking ball on Gurriel.
You can't throw it to Gurriel.
Yeah, but seriously.
He's there for me just because he is just, again, the most complete player on the team. He should be batting 3rd all the time.
All of the time, he should be batting 3rd without question.
And why did you put him there? Similar reasons or anything else?
Yeah, no, I think you definitely nailed it on the head there, man. In fact, one thing that I didn't even consider was like the Gold Glove that he is up for right now, and like thinking about that, like he might even, like if I was to redo this list right now, I may even put him 2nd. You know, like he is super duper complete. You know, like he was just great all around, and he's a guy that I want in my lineup every single day.
And I believe if he had a full season, he could absolutely like fill out his numbers even more, like his production, which was
like
crazy.
I think if he was batting 3rd, like coming into 2021, like if he is the 3 hitter as he should be, you know, like realistically, I see a path of this guy to, I don't know about his average, don't know his slash line, but like as far as production numbers, like, you know, 85 RBI, like 85 runs, like, you know, like close to, you know, like 25, 30 home runs. Like, I think he's going to be right up there and like doing very well. You know, I could see a 100 from him too.
Exactly.
If like we were going to have, you know, like, that's kind of like his ceiling, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. He deserves it.
Okay, let's
Number two.
get number two.
I can't believe it either. If you were to tell me that I'd be writing this,
Yeah, no way. I can't believe it.
Yeah, we know what it is.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hernandez.
Yeah, it's Hernandez. It's Theo. And I can't believe it. We were, both of us, so down on Theo coming into this year. And all the numbers were pointing to him just being a really bad baseball player.
Yeah. His metrics were, like, messed up.
It was just so bad across the board. And he shocked everyone. Yeah. And literally changed everything bad and made it good.
Because I remember, literally, we can, obviously hit the 16 home runs. He batted 289, whatever, scored 33 runs, 34 RBIs. That was great. WAR 1.3. But I remember we were talking about his metrics in terms of just hitting and everything. Like he had crazy velocity, but everything else was
his strikeouts were right up there for the worst in the league. His whiff percentage was right up there for the worst in the league. Yeah. And now it's not. He's really, really good at not chasing stuff. He's really, really good at not whiffing. His contact is incredible. He hit 289 last year with a crap load of power. You know what? And he definitely proved me wrong.
He shut me up. He shut me up. And you know what? Near the end of the season, I genuinely wanted to see this guy at the plate. Yeah. I wanted to see him up in clutch moments. And you know what he did in clutch moments? He came clutch.
Agreed. That was another thing too. Is he did come clutch in clutch moments. I remember a couple different times where we needed runs. And Theo batted them in for us, So if he could become that guy coming into next year as being he is the RBI guy, he's our Jose Abreu, then thank you very much. Seriously. I am so down for that.
Seriously. Okay. Much love. Good luck in 2021 to you. I really hope you can continue. If you can, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, no, I want him to continue.
This one.
Okay.
This one. We both know who this is. If this man wasn't even on the top 5, that's insane.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree. It is our monstrous free agent signing in the offseason. It's our guy, Tanner Roark. No, you don't have Tanner Roark? You don't have Tanner Roark at number 1?
Wow, oh my god, can you imagine someone actually was stuck to it? It's what do you mean? What do you mean, Tanner?
What do you mean? No, I was kidding. It's Ryu.
It's Ryu, baby.
It is not Tanner Roark. Our other free agent signing that, you know what, when it first came out that we signed him, I was excited. I was a little nervous. I was looking at his age. I was looking at some of the fact that he hasn't, he's had trouble with health and durability in his career. And I was thinking, okay, based on what he did last year, abso-freaking-lutely, I really want him to repeat. And he repeated.
He repeated greatly. And he had the best WAR on the entire team. Mm-hmm. Pitcher or not, his WAR was 3, ERA 2.69. 5-2 for us, and this was a number that actually impressed me a lot because he wasn't really known as a strikeout guy. Mm-hmm. He got 9.7 strikeouts per night. Yeah,
no, you're so right. He was getting Ks. He was keeping us in ball games. His ERA was legit. Mm-hmm. Everything about Ryu screamed, "I am an ace pitcher worth more than $20 million a year." Yeah. And that deal's looking like a bargain right now.
Yeah, no, he's perfect. That's a perfect deal, and even though he during the World Wild Card Series, he didn't really last long in the series. But the thing is, Ryu, I'm not gonna fault Ryu for that. That just happens in baseball. Shane Bieber got blown up, for God's sakes.
And people
I put him right back up there.
People get blown up. It happens all the time. Elite players. Even though they are elite, have the occasional bad game. Yeah, they do.
It was just unfortunate. Yeah, it happened then.
It happens. We were watching a football game last night, and Russell Wilson, the MVP runner, threw 3 interceptions.
Yeah, exactly.
It happens. They're going to put him out next week, and I would put Ryu out. I would literally play him every single game if I could.
If I literally could.
A hell of a lot better than Wentz above replacement is so funny to me because it's like, think about our replacements.
Yeah,
It's like way better.
Ryu's gonna get a lot more wins. Than Bree,
it's like when our second and third pitcher who our second and third pitcher were, at least to begin the year.
Roark and Chase Anderson.
Yeah, Ryu.
Oh, I guess a Shoemaker, I guess, but.
Yeah. But Ryu was the one guy that we really needed to hit in all of those free agent signings. And he definitely hit, and I'm so happy that we have him now for another 3 years.
Honestly, Ryu, I don't really know who was behind us in the ranking or in the wild card race, but if we didn't have Ryu, we probably wouldn't even made it.
Oh yeah, well,
we were that close. He won us 5 games. I don't know. Maybe the guy comes in, wins us 1 game, we lose 4 of those games. We drop down. Who knows? Yeah,
no, Ryu was huge for us, and I remember seeing a stat like that where and it was talking about the actual wins that Ryu has brought to this team, and yeah, man, it is big for us, and he was a free agent signing that totally paid off. Deserves to be the number 1 guy on our team coming into next year.
Before we end this video, I just want to throw out a couple honorable mentions I thought of, and I'm like, just not good enough to crack team or crack the top 5. And that is, for me, it was Bo Bichette, but he deserves to be there. Thomas Hatch, Taiwan Walker, he got traded. Jordan Romano. Randall Grichuk had a really good year, and then Rowdy went down with an injury, but he was doing well before that.
Yeah, if I was looking at Rowdy too, and if Rowdy had been, because that's the thing, he just had a bit too short of a sample size for me. Yeah. And I was even looking at Alejandro Kirk, and same thing, just too small of a sample size out of those guys. Grichuk too, if we could evaluate Grichuk's first 30 games, he would 1,000% be up here.
He won Jay of the Week 1 week, guy was really
killing it. It was the last 30 games, and sadly Grichuk kind of went back to older Grichuk. But you know what, I'm so happy for these guys and this whole team. There's a lot of stuff to be excited about for 2021.
We're gonna see this man back out there, and hopefully another man by the name of Trevor.
Oh my God! Yeah. Okay.
We don't know.
We don't know.
It all depends on the deal.
We don't know. Guys, if you like this video, then please let us know. Let us know in the comments down below too. Who is your top 5 Blue Jays coming out of this 2020 season? And who, if you had to predict, who are going to be the next top 5 guys coming into 2021? Is so a guy that we didn't even mention here is Vladdy. Will he crack that top 5? I really hope so.
I really do.
So yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below.
Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification button, and follow us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Radio Public, and Breaker, and also check us out on our Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching.
And go Jays go!